Sigma males have always been seen as different. They don't follow trends, they don't seek attention, and they live in ways that confuse those who expect conformity. While most people try to climb social ladders or fit neatly into groups, Sigma males move on their own path. Their independence and detachment make them stand out. But what if this difference runs deeper than personality? Many traits of Sigma males line up closely with what we call neurodivergence. Neurodivergence is a term used to describe the natural differences in how people's brains function. This includes variations in communication, focus, problem-solving, and social interaction. Being neurodivergent doesn't mean something is wrong. It means a brain is wired differently, leading to unique strengths and challenges. For Sigma males, their independence, quiet confidence, and resistance to social expectations may be signs of such a wiring. They process information in ways that don't match the mainstream. This helps explain why they often feel like outsiders, yet also why they excel in areas others overlook. Their differences aren't accidents, they are part of what makes them so effective and hard to understand. When people observe Sigma males, they sometimes mistake their behavior for arrogance, coldness, or aloofness. But in reality, much of what they do comes from how they experience the world internally. They're not disinterested in people, they just engage differently. They're not avoiding responsibility, they're focusing in ways that align with their strengths. This video explores 6 signs that prove Sigma males are neurodivergent. These signs show not just how they think differently, but why their unique way of living often makes them appear both mysterious and powerful. Sign number 1. They process social situations differently. One of the most striking signs that Sigma males are neurodivergent is how they process social situations. Unlike most people who naturally flow with group dynamics, Sigma males approach interactions analytically. Instead of being swept into conversations without thought, they study what is happening. For example, in a group setting, most individuals will chat easily, respond quickly, and go along with the social rhythm. Sigma males, on the other hand, pause. They observe body language, tone, and choice of words before deciding how, or if, they want to respond. This slower, more deliberate processing can make them seem distant. But in reality, it reflects a brain that is wired to analyze instead of simply react. This difference can be both an advantage and a challenge. On the one hand, it gives Sigma males the ability to notice details others miss. They pick up on tension, dishonesty, or unspoken emotions. They often see through manipulations because their brains are not distracted by surface-level chatter. On the other hand, their delay in responding can confuse people who expect quick engagement. Many neurodivergent individuals describe feeling like outsiders in social settings because they don't automatically sync with unspoken rules. Sigma males fit this description. They are not naturally drawn to the games of dominance, status, or gossip that define many interactions. Instead, they stand back and evaluate, which places them outside the typical rhythm of social life. What looks like aloofness is actually processing. The Sigma male's brain takes in the room like a puzzle, piecing together what others overlook. This makes them seem different, even strange to those who expect instant responses. But it is this very difference that often protects them from manipulation and helps them navigate life with sharper awareness. This unique way of processing proves they are not just being difficult or antisocial, they are operating on a different wavelength. It's not rejection of people, but a reflection of their neurodivergent mind at work. Sign number 2. They struggle with conventional small talk. Another sign that Sigma males are neurodivergent is their difficulty with small talk. For many people, casual conversations about the weather, sports, or daily routines are easy and automatic. These exchanges create social bonds even if they lack depth. But for Sigma males, small talk often feels unnatural, draining, or even pointless. This struggle is not about arrogance. Sigma males are not looking down on others. They simply process communication differently. Their brains crave depth, meaning, and directness. They prefer conversations that explore ideas, goals, or authentic feelings. When stuck in surface-level exchanges, they can quickly lose interest because their minds don't engage with shallow content. This difference often leads to misunderstandings. Others may think the Sigma male is rude, shy, or detached because he doesn't jump into light banter. In truth, his silence reflects a mismatch between what his brain values and what social convention demands. He doesn't want to waste energy on talk that doesn't matter. From a neurodivergent perspective, this makes sense. Many people with unique wiring struggle with small talk because it requires quick, shallow responses rather than thoughtful engagement. For Sigma males, the constant demand for these exchanges can feel like noise, an unnecessary layer that gets in the way of meaningful connection. Yet, when a conversation shifts to something that matters, an idea, a personal goal, or a challenge, the Sigma male comes alive. His engagement deepens, his energy rises, and his intelligence shows. This pattern proves it's not a lack of social ability, but a different style of communication. By struggling with small talk, Sigma males reveal their neurodivergent nature. They don't thrive on easy chatter, but on depth. Their preference for meaningful connection sets them apart from the majority, highlighting the unique way their brains are wired. Sign number 3, they hyperfocus on personal interests. Another sign that proves Sigma males are neurodivergent is their ability to hyperfocus on personal interests. While many people divide their attention across multiple hobbies, conversations, and social expectations, Sigma males tend to pour immense focus into the subjects and activities that truly matter to them. When a Sigma male discovers a subject he cares about, he doesn't just skim the surface. He dives deeply, researching, experimenting, and learning everything he can. What might seem like an obsession to others is, for him, a natural way of engaging with the world. This intense focus gives him mastery in areas where others may only have a shallow understanding. Hyperfocus can be misunderstood. Outsiders may think Sigma males are isolating themselves or neglecting responsibilities when they spend long hours on a single pursuit. But for them, this state of deep concentration is energizing. It allows them to lose track of time, ignore distractions, and achieve results that most people cannot because they lack the same sustained attention. This trait is common in many forms of neurodivergence, where the brain latches onto meaningful tasks with extraordinary intensity. Sigma males reflect this pattern clearly. While they may struggle with activities that feel unimportant, they excel at pouring effort into what aligns with their passions. Over time, this ability shapes their lives. Many Sigma males develop expertise in unusual fields or gain deep insights into complex systems. They may not always seek recognition, but their knowledge and skills often surprise others. What looks like natural intelligence is, in reality, the product of focused dedication. This hyperfocus also feeds their sense of purpose. Because they channel their energy into things that matter deeply to them, Sigma males feel fulfilled, even if they don't follow traditional paths. Their commitment brings both satisfaction and results, setting them apart as individuals whose brains are wired for depth, not distraction. Sign number 4, they resist social hierarchies. Another clear sign of neurodivergence in Sigma males is their resistance to social hierarchies. In most groups, people naturally form rankings: leaders, followers, and those in between. These hierarchies create structure, but they also bring pressure to conform, compete, and play games of status. Sigma males want no part in this. From an early age, Sigma males often feel uncomfortable with authority structures that demand blind obedience. They don't naturally submit to leaders just because of titles, and they don't chase recognition just to climb the ladder. Instead, they operate outside of these systems, carving their own paths. This resistance is not rebellion for its own sake. It comes from how their brains are wired. They don't process authority in the same way most people do. While others may feel secure in belonging to a hierarchy, Sigma males feel trapped by it. They prefer independence over ranking, freedom over status. Their rejection of hierarchy often confuses others. Colleagues may think they are uncooperative, or peers may view them as loners. But in reality, Sigma males simply don't gain satisfaction from the games of power and recognition that dominate group dynamics. Their brains are focused on results, growth, and freedom, not appearances. This makes them uniquely suited to think outside the box. While others are busy competing for approval or climbing ranks, Sigma males are free to pursue creative solutions and independent goals. Their outsider position protects them from groupthink and allows them to see possibilities others miss. Resisting hierarchy is a common thread in neurodivergence, where individuals struggle with arbitrary systems of control and instead prefer self-direction. Sigma males embody this trait fully. Their refusal to play by conventional rules is not laziness or arrogance. It is a natural response to systems that don't align with their wiring. This rejection of hierarchy contributes to their sense of youthfulness and vitality. By not bending to the weight of competition and authority, they carry themselves lightly, moving at their own pace. It is another proof that their difference is rooted in the way their minds work, not in rebellion alone. Sign number 5. They have unconventional thinking patterns. Perhaps one of the strongest signs that Sigma males are neurodivergent is their unconventional way of thinking. While most people follow familiar paths of thought, Sigma males take unexpected routes. They often solve problems in ways that surprise others, offering perspectives that break free from standard assumptions. This unconventional thinking shows up in both small and large ways. In conversations, Sigma males may bring up insights that seem unusual at first, but later reveal deep truth. In problem solving, they may reject the most obvious path and instead propose creative alternatives. Their ideas often stand outside of mainstream thinking, making them innovators in their own right. The source of this trait lies in how their brains process information. Instead of moving in straight lines, Sigma males often make connections between seemingly unrelated concepts. They notice patterns others overlook and use them to create new solutions. This type of divergent thinking is a hallmark of many neurodivergent minds. For Sigma males, unconventional thinking also comes with courage. They are not afraid to voice an unusual idea or take an untested approach, even if it goes against the crowd. This independence protects their creativity, allowing them to keep generating fresh ideas instead of being boxed in by conformity. At times, their thinking can make them feel isolated. Others may not immediately understand their ideas, leading to misunderstandings or rejection. But with patience, the value of their perspective often becomes clear. Their ability to think differently is not just a personality quirk. It is a powerful proof of a neurodivergent mind that thrives on originality. Over time, this way of thinking helps Sigma males build lives that are truly their own. They are not afraid to reject standard paths, design their own routines, or follow passions that others overlook. Their unconventional thought patterns are both a challenge and a gift, shaping them into individuals who stand apart by nature, not by effort. Sign number 6. They need solitude to function at their best. One of the most defining signs that Sigma males are neurodivergent is their strong need for solitude. While many people rely heavily on constant interaction and group activities to feel connected, Sigma males thrive when they have time alone. Solitude is not just a preference for them, it is a requirement for their well-being and performance. Their brains are wired to process information deeply. In busy, noisy environments, this constant stimulation can overwhelm them. Being alone allows them to recharge, sort through their thoughts, and regain clarity. Without this quiet space, they can feel drained and scattered. This reliance on solitude reflects a neurodivergent trait, where the brain requires different conditions than the majority to function effectively. In solitude, Sigma males find their creativity. They are able to think freely, explore new ideas, and develop their passions without interruption. Many of their strongest insights and decisions come during these times of retreat. While others may view isolation as a weakness, for Sigma males it is a source of strength. This need for solitude also explains their independence in life. They are not afraid of being alone because they recognize it as essential. While others may fear loneliness, Sigma males embrace solitude as a chance to reset and grow. Their comfort with this lifestyle is another proof that they are wired differently from the majority. Even in relationships, Sigma males require space to maintain balance. They can care deeply for others, but they cannot thrive without time alone. This sometimes confuses partners or friends who expect constant interaction, but it is simply part of how their minds work. By honoring their need for solitude, Sigma males preserve their energy and mental clarity, which makes them appear calmer, stronger, and even younger as time goes on. Their willingness to live differently, based on what their brains need rather than what society expects, is a clear sign of their neurodivergence. Sigma males have always stood out from the crowd, but looking at their traits through the lens of neurodivergence makes their uniqueness even clearer. Their differences are not just personality quirks or lifestyle choices. They reflect a deeper wiring of the mind that sets them apart from the majority. They process social situations differently, taking time to analyze what is happening instead of blending in automatically. They struggle with conventional small talk, preferring meaningful conversations over shallow exchanges. They hyperfocus on personal interests, giving them mastery and depth where others spread their attention thin. They resist social hierarchies, refusing to play status games that drain energy. They think in unconventional ways, creating fresh solutions where others see only one path. And finally, they need solitude to function at their best, embracing alone time as a source of strength rather than something to fear. Together, these 6 signs prove that Sigma males are not just choosing to live differently, they are naturally wired to do so. Their brains move in ways that don't match the mainstream, giving them both challenges and extraordinary advantages. This neurodivergence explains why they often seem mysterious, misunderstood, and yet undeniably powerful in their independence. It's important to see these differences not as flaws but as strengths. What makes Sigma males stand apart is also what allows them to succeed in ways others cannot. Their depth of focus, clarity of thought, and resistance to conformity give them tools to navigate life uniquely. They show us that being different can be the very thing that makes someone strong. If you recognize these signs in yourself, it may be a reminder that your difference is not a weakness, it's a form of intelligence and resilience. Sigma males prove that standing outside the crowd can be a gift, especially when it comes from being wired to think and live differently.